Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights. You're delicious and bright. Oh, come on, little light, shine bright. Okay, yeah, they're bright enough, my little lovelies. Now then, so it's nearly 4:15 in the evening now. I just call it evening anyway. I always have my delicious little babies, okay? In our old England, my delicious little babies, and it has been completely peeing down with rain all day. So it has shown no signs of stopping, okay, my delicious little babies. It is wet, cold, windy. It's just vile weather, my delicious little babies. Do you understand what I mean, okay? So they really just do not want us to have our vitamin D. They do not want us to feel happy in any way. Do you know what I mean? And of course, it's just getting worse, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so I haven't got any, information. Sorry, that never meant no, okay? I haven't got any information today, my delicious little babies, simply because I have been doing other things, okay? I was also listening to a couple of videos, okay? So, number one is redacted, okay, on old YouTube, my delicious little babies. So, you know, Gerald is on redacted, okay, my delicious little babies, and with anybody not in that way, okay? And he just explains things now. I mentioned him the other day with our lovely not in that way, our lovely David Knight show. Do you see what I mean? The David Knight show on BitChute. You know, then Space Paper. BitChute, then you should have reached your destination. But he's on for over 30 minutes talking to Clayton. Okay, bless. Yes. And he was talking about as well, you know, because we're all hearing about this flipping AR. And I mean, yes, I mean, I will admit myself that it is rather, what's the word I'm looking for? It is rather disturbing. And especially, you know, for the younger generation, when I'm cold there, when I just said that. For the younger generation, do you see what I mean, okay? Because really, I mean, when I was little, you know, we was out, you know, in, well, what we call fresh air. We was out in the fresh air a lot, and our delicious little babies, okay? And, you know, if you didn't want to watch television, you know, then, you know, you could read a book, then we ought to do something like that now then. But, you know what I feel, you know, because I've just been trying to follow as much as what I can, my delicious little babies, okay? Because everything's just moving so fast. But what my feelings are is, you know, how far they want to take this AR. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, that is, for myself, yes, it is a concern, okay? And I do not feel that it is good for mankind at all. No, I do not, okay, my delicious little babies? But very interesting to listen to that video on our lovely, not in that way, our lovely redacted, okay? Now then I want to talk about something. Well, there is a few other things actually. Let me go on to the next thing, okay? So I was talking to this lovely dear little lady. Oh, she's so tiny. You know, she's really, really sweet. She's really tiny. She's smaller than me, so she's up to about there on myself, okay? And anyway, and she was saying, you know, that she does not go on, you know, because, I mean, bless her, she's in her 60s, but which isn't old, you know, that is not old. And, of course, she lost her dear, oh, God bless him, her dear husband last year, my delicious little babies, okay? Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Very sad. And, you know, well, you know, she said herself that, you know, what the hospitals were doing, my delicious little babies, okay? And she said, I seen it firsthand, okay, my delicious little babies. So she does, put it this way, not to put her trust either into those places, my delicious little babies, okay? And she was talking about social media, and what she was saying was, she said it's just nothing but a load of crap. That was her words, Marjorie. She's very, very ladylike, very ladylike. She's got the most tiniest little, I call them like the little shoe people. She won't be offended anyway. She will not be offended. The most tiniest little feet, you know, just like the little shoe people. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And she's always so polite, very well turned out and everything. Oh, bless her beautiful dear little soul. So when she just came out with that, she said, well, it's nothing but a load of crap, Carla. Do you see what I mean, okay? And I said, well, I actually do little YouTube videos. I says, but I give out information, you know, to try and help mankind. And, you know, and I said, I also do my readings. But she said, no, she said, I just do not get involved with it. She said, all I do is watch the news. And I said, but the news is not telling you the truth either. My little beautiful that you are. Do you see what I mean? And she went, well, yeah, I know. Do you see what I mean? And then, of course, then she turned around and said to me, she says, well, why can everybody just not go back? And I said, yes. I said, I've said, there we are. I said, and thousands of others have said the same thing. She says, well, you know, she says, why can't we just go back to, you know, where ones used to talk to one another? That doesn't mean, no, I've got an itch off. My delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? I said, yes. I said, I've been saying the same thing now. I said, and thousands of others are also saying the same thing. And then we went back. So it was rewind, you know, back to 2020. Do you see what I mean? And I said, but why do you feel that, you know, they closed the pubs, they closed the gyms, they closed, you see what I mean? I said, so that others could not communicate. Do you see what I mean? Okay. I mean, and what was it? There's two women, bless you know, who got into trouble just for going to the park. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So we were discussing that as well in our short conversation. And she just said, you know, times have really changed, Carla. I said, I know. I said, I know. But I totally agree with this. You see, this is why, you know, it's important to talk, you know, to your community. There we are. Do you see what I mean? I'm all cold again. See, I go cold at certain times when I'm just about to say something. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And this is what's going on. And then I've just been listening to our lovely, not in that way, but our lovely dear David Arks, dear little sons, dear little Gareth and dear little Jamie, bless. And yeah, that's really interesting to listen to, okay? That's they're on, bless them, davidark.com, okay? And it's called Trending, okay? So it's their latest episode, okay? And yes, and they're talking about that they're not feeling that maybe that they're going to try and not themselves. We're talking about we know who and the little lackeys. You know that they're going to try to lock us down this year. You know the way that they did it before. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay, but yes, I will agree. There we are with that. Okay, because for many, no matter who I've spoken to, my delicious little babies, no joke, okay, no matter who I've spoken to, they said, we're not having it, okay. I went to the shops the other day and, you know, and I said, right, I said, they've got this new, and honestly, no joke, you know, not the shopkeeper, but their assistant, bless, okay. Because, I mean, and he's mentioned it to me before. He says, you know, he said, I've been in this country, he said, for 15 years. He said, no, I never had no illness, never had to go to no doctor, but he took one. And he said, and then from then, he said, Carla, he said, I'm sick. Do you see what I mean? So he gets these colds when, as before, he said, I was here for 15 years. He said, I never caught one cold. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So as soon as I mentioned it to him the other day, because I mentioned it to him some weeks back as well, my delicious little babies, but as soon as I mentioned, he went, no, like this. And he said, he was very serious, okay? He said, I'm not taking anything, do you see what I mean, okay? And of course, others who I've spoken to, and then they've turned around and said to me, they said, no, they said, we're not going to take any notice now. I mean, yes, admittedly, there's ones we cannot help. It's impossible, okay? because, you know, they're going around with the muzzles, okay? So I am seeing, there we are, some of that in the supermarket, okay? My delicious little babies, okay? Or even if I walk down the road, you are seeing, okay? And there are ones, to be honest with you, usually the ones who are doing this as well, well, you've got a bit of a mixture, actually. But the ones who always usually do it, okay, if ever I see Chinese, you know, walking around, they have them on, my delicious little babies, okay? So, you know, so we are seeing that. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, so yes, I do agree with our lovely, not in that way, our lovely little Gareth and little Jamie, okay? Yeah, they're going to try, there we are, another way of doing this, okay? Oh, yes, and they mentioned, you know, that, what is it? There's been one report, my delicious little babies, okay, of bird flu. In our old England, my delicious little baby. See, I'm stumbling here. And then over in, where is it? Where else did that? In California. There's another case. There's one case. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, what they were also talking about, and this was going back years and years, okay? And that was so sad. Really, and I remember that, watching it from when I was really, really young. And in fact, you know, that made myself cry. It really did. You know, you were just seeing, and it was like the cows and everything, and they were just being piled on. Oh, it was just horrible to see. It just really upset me, you know, to see that, where they were just piling on the cows, and it's all that foot and mouth flipping bullshit. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? But I remember to look at it, and it really made me cry. Do you see what I mean? Okay, how wicked and putrid. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But of course, you know, they're back at nasty things again. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, because what they're trying to do is scare everybody to the point, my delicious little babies, okay, where ones will just, you know, be a good missy and a good mister. There we are, and just behave ourselves. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? When we should be able to live, there we are, freely. Okay, my delicious little babies? So what's the point to what I'm saying? Please just take the notice. And as to me, beautiful dear little lady, you know, not in that way, who I spoke to, yes, I totally agreed with her. There we are, because I've been done saying the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Ones should, you know, be able to talk to others and communicate as much as possible, okay? And I do believe, there we are, that communities should stay, there we are, in close contact with each other, my delicious little babies. Then I know another dear lady, and she had to have, bless her, and I hadn't seen her, and I thought, well, why haven't I seen her in such a long while, you know? And usually I always see her. Do you see me? Anyway, when was it? Was it last week or about a week and a half ago? So I seen her. I said, I haven't seen you for, you know, for forever, for so long. I said, are you all right? She's with her husband, and they were walking. He was walking with her. Do you see what I mean? Okay. You know, she was linking on his arm. And you're talking about, you know, an extremely fit and active dear lady now. Anyway, bless her dear little soul. She had, okay, my delicious little babies, okay. You know, at the beginning, you know, well, she knows what's happened, bless her. She knows, there we are, she knows what's happened, okay. But of course, she'd never suffered with her hips. She'd never suffered with anything. And then she ended up having to have, was it a hip replacement? Anyway, she's got flipping bolts or something. I mean, we're not even supposed to have metal in our bodies, but it appears that we have, my delicious little babies, in one way or another. But bless her. So I gave her a hug, and I said, well, please, please just, you know, I pray for you that you get better. There we are, very soon. Do you know what I mean? Okay. But again, you know, so, you know, and we are hearing of different types of illnesses, my delicious little babies. Somebody came for a healing to me. When was it? Now it's got to be about, there we are, a month ago now. And they'd had, what was it, 2? Okay, my delicious little babies, and end up with heart trouble. Okay, so this is certainly not working out very well, is it, my delicious little babies? And I do not wish to depress everybody. That's not what I'm here to do, okay? What I'm doing my best to be done doing, and I am doing it, there we are, is to get the message across, not to please take any notice and not to take anything. That's my important message on my video, my delicious little babies. Now then, let's change the subject. So, I was looking at this job advert today. Something is telling myself, you know, there we are, to go back into the funeral job role, my delicious little babies. There we are. It's really, there we are. It's really strong for me to go back into it. Yes. So I was having a look, and I thought, okay, I thought, what is available? So I clicked on one, and of course I will not say which one. Okay, my delicious little babies, what I was really shocked to see, my delicious little babies, so I scrolled down, so I read what I had to read. Anyway, I know the job role anyway, do you know what I mean? Okay, so I do not mean that disrespectfully to any, you know, dear beautiful, dear little souls out there, no. And right at the bottom, I forgot the other two. You know, like where you get, they call it benefits, you know, like of working in that company, my delicious little babies. I forgot what the first two were. I should have wrote it down, you know, but I'm using my dog and burn at the moment to talk to you. So, but the last two happened to say a flu jab and parking, free parking, my delicious little babies. So if we look at this a different way, so the incentives of working for that particular company, my delicious little babies, two of them is you can have as many free flu jabs as you want, and you get free parking, my delicious little babies. I've never before, and I can well assure you now, my delicious little babies, going back to when was it? It wasn't 2011. When I was doing funeral arranging, okay? And I never seen any of that as like incentives, you know, or benefits, because that's what they do, don't they? They say, oh, something is an incentive. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But I never seen that. So here's what my question is, my delicious little babies, okay? Of course, I haven't looked at any other jobs. I was just looking for something specific. Do you see what I mean? Okay, which I've just explained. But well, how many other job roles in different types of industries are also there we are offering that as well? I'd be surprised if anybody could get in their effing car and drive after having, because I know a dear lady who I know up the road, and that was even, when was that? Was that last year? And yeah, she was really poorly. Last year, the beginning of last year, and she flatly refused to take any more flu jabs. She said I've taken them previously. She says, but this one, she says, I do not know what it did to me. She says, but I'm never ever going to touch it again. And she was really, really poorly. That poor dear lady was, dear woman up the road. You know what I mean? So she's not going to be taking that again, my delicious little babies. Do you see? But, I mean, do you not feel that that is rather... I mean, because if you need staff, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, I would have thought, there we are, that this is damn well common sense. You want your staff to be, there we are, happy. Well, I do not mean it like that, happy, and I do not mean it like that, because you have to be very serious in a such a job role, you know, because it's very delicate, okay, to do with you know, talking to the beautiful dear families and everything, and of course looking after their beautiful dear loved one, you know, in your care. So I did not mean it like that, okay, but they want, you know, I would have thought, they would have wanted their staff, each and every one of them, to be happy and healthy, you know, because you can only be happy, there we are, if you're healthy. Do you see what I mean? Okay, So if you're not feeling very healthy, then you're not going to feel happy, are you? There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So I found that to be very, very disgusting indeed, actually, when I seen that. And I thought, you know what? I clicked off it. I thought, no. Because what road would this go down? There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Is it, oh, well, in order for you to keep your job role, you're going to have to take, do you see what I mean? Okay? Okay, because, and especially if it's not to do with the independent ones, okay? This is more to do with, I would have thought, the larger. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? Okay? So yes, I found that to be, there we are, disgusting and disturbing, my delicious little babies, okay? You know, they're selling it to you, aren't they? You know, they're selling it. Do you see what I'm saying? To me, that's going down, there we are, a very, very dangerous path. There we are. Do you know what I mean, okay? Because it's clearly in what I read. I just thought it was disgusting, my delicious little babies, quite honestly. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, yeah, we got that. Yeah, we got the problems with the hospitals, my delicious little babies, okay? You know, I mean, I'm hearing it on different, there we are, different channels, okay? Where, you know, cancer is shooting up. It's going, you know, God bless everybody. It's going through the roof. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? But, you know, I mean, there are things that you can take for this, you know. And to be honest with you, I've had to learn myself. Do you understand what I mean? I've been having to learn myself. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, to do with all of this. But I always, there we are, pay very close attention. There we are. I really do, you know. You know, when I'm listening to somebody who would say that, you know, rather... shall we say, you can trust, there we are, the information. Do you see what I mean, okay? But, you know, there are natural things, you know, that one can do. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, but of course, bless the dear little souls, you know, they've been scared and frightened into... Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, okay? The whole lot is just putrid. There we are, putrid, there we are, and disgusting. Absolutely. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, I mean, I'm very much, well, you know, well, I'm going to say it anyway, because my video shouldn't come down. I'm just talking about a plant. Do you understand what I mean? That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing any harm. I'm not shouting at you, my beautiful little babies. It's, you know, because my videos, oh, and the one yesterday, that took over 5.5 hours again to upload, my delicious little babies. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Do you see what I mean? Or whether this is, I don't know, something to do with this bloody AI or whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, okay, but it's taking hours to upload. So this one will probably be the same, my delicious little babies, okay? Anyway, but I mean, a plant which is absolutely fabulous, you know, for millions. Do you understand what I mean? I mean, you know, you can use it for many things. Is aloe vera. Do you know what I mean? My delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? It's like if you have like a fungus, on, for example, on your toenail, all you need to do is with like your little aloe vera plant, if you have one available, you know, is just to cut it, you know, and then just to rub it on your toe. Do you know what I mean? And probably twice a day or something like that. You know what I mean? And it will heal it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? There we are, my delicious little babies. Okay, so what's the point I'm making? So if it does that on the outside, then it will be doing on the inside. So I'm not going to say anything more, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So there's many, but because we've got a society where the majority are very frightened, do you see? Then this is a problem that we've got. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. And of course, we know, you know, little lackeys, are going to go out of their way, you know what I mean, to frighten ones, there we are, even more. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? You know, because our bodies are more than capable, there we are, of healing themselves, aren't they, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Okay. Anyway, so that's my video, but yeah, I was very disgusted at what I'd read, my delicious little babies, okay? I mean, really, they should remove that part, my delicious little babies, okay? Because, well, let's just say it's helping to cause, there we are, more problems. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. And I'll say once again, imagine somebody who, you know, really, really, really needs to keep their job in somewhere. Do you see what I mean? So, oh, yeah, you know, just with the old flu. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So, like I said, that is a very, there we are, dangerous path, okay? You know, very sadly. You know, not everybody comes through the other end. Some are very poorly for weeks and weeks, but for others, very sadly, their poor bodies cannot take it, whatever's in it. Oh, I'll give you a bit of advice as well, as that's what I wanted to say. I forgot to write it down. Something said to me the other evening, and I thought, you know what, I thought I'm going to look it up, but I've deleted it now, you know, off my watch list, you know, my watch list thing. On YouTube, and it is, what is it, the 10 is it the 10 largest snakes in the world, my delicious little baby. And what it is, they show these different snakes in a different colours and everything, you know. One's like a rainbow. There's another one that reminds me of I don't know, like I mean, it's clearly, you know, lives in another part of the world, but it's all bright colours, you know, and it's got all these different sort of shapes on it. I mean, it's very vibrant looking. I mean, me and snakes, now, do you understand what I mean? Okay, but please take a look on YouTube, my delicious little babies. Some of them have got really long names. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say, my delicious little babies. So thank you for listening, okay? I'm wishing you, if it's morning, afternoon or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, you do, my little honey bunnies. And please continue to lift that vibration, my little beautifuls, okay? Because, you know, we are in a bonkers crackers, there we are in crazy world right now, do you know what I mean? And everything is totally backwards, do you see what I mean, okay? But, of course, this is the way that, you know, ones have, there we are, designed it to be, my delicious little babies. Oh, and just let you know, yeah, there are lots of buildings that are being built, you know, like in... and around, you know, our town centre, Brummy town centre, my delicious little babies, yeah. And then I spoke to somebody else, when was it now? It's got to be a couple of months ago. And they were saying, yeah, there's lots of, you know, these, you know, Lego electric cars being made, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? Lots of them. There we are. My delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. I'll repeat again, as I did on other videos. I mean... Number one, I would not live next to anybody with a Lego electric car. No, I would not, because that can go up. Do you know what I mean? Especially, there we are, you got the charger and everything as well. Do you see what I mean? I just cannot understand, not being nasty, one's mentality. We've always had, there we are, petrol and diesel. Okay, so why do we need Lego electric cars or Lego electric vans or whatever they are, okay? I mean, and them vans, there we are very dangerous, actually. And the same with the cars. You can hear the cars a bit more, but with the vans, you cannot hear them coming up behind you or going past you because they're silent. So, you know, I found that's, there we are, pretty dangerous. Because say, for example, if somebody... for whatever reason, may not be looking and, you know, because you cannot hear them, they're silent. So, you know, somebody, for whatever reason, does not look left or right, do you see what I mean? Or maybe they're just looking one way, then they've got to, you know, that could easily, there we are, knock somebody over, couldn't it, my delicious little babies? There we are. I'm just saying, not that I'm wishing it, of course not. It's just, I'm just saying. I personally do not feel that this is a good thing at all, my delicious little babies. And I've been talking, done talking about these Lego electric cars long time, and others have. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay. So yeah. So, and that's all I want to say, my delicious little babies. But no, I just found out, bits and pieces, where I can. Oh, there is one more thing. So I'm not saying this to, because, this is very sad. I was told, when was it, the other week as well, that, to do with the palliative care with the little babies, the little bairns, and somebody said to me, they said it's very. This is only what somebody said to me, my delicious little babies. Okay, only because I asked. I said, well, and then they turned around and said, yes. They says, well, they said it's sadder when like a little bairn is into teenage years, say 14, because they're aware of what's going on. But they said, but for the little babies now, the little bairns, say they're around 6 years of age. Well, they just watch what did they say, Peppa Pig. They just watch Peppa Pig and everything, and then very sadly. They very sadly pass away, my delicious little babies. And apparently, only according to what I was told, is 2, babies and, 2 a week, my delicious little babies. And I said, well, is that what you would say normal? And really the answer was no. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Said that it never used to be like that, okay? It's only when I was out and about walking anyway, my delicious little babies, okay? But, yeah. I mean, how sad is that? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And how, imagine the mummies and daddies out there who have very sadly, and that was my thoughts, there we are, right at the beginning. I thought, how many... do you see what I'm saying? Yes. And then they're going to be very regretful. They're going to be very upset. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. So, of course, that's going to cause, there we are, even more mental health problems, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Because, well, they didn't know, did they? They went along, with their thoughts that they were helping the little babies. I mean, you only as well have to look on like boot camp on BitChute and everything. Just scroll down, and you'll see young little babies, bless, where the mummies and daddies have got them, and very sadly they've passed away. Bless them, bless every little baby that's happened to, and adults as well, and our beautiful little babies who we call our sons and daughters. Because we're quite happy to do that to our beautiful little babies as well, my delicious little babies. And that's where I'm going to leave my video, okay? So, sending peace, love, harmony and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? And I'm sending you so much love, and please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, okay? Because really... ones need to, as I would say, muck together. Do you see what, there we are, to muck together. Do you see what I mean, okay? Because I just feel that this is the only way, there we are, that we're going to get through this. Okay, my delicious little babies, because it appears that they're not finished with us yet. Do you see what I mean, okay? So we've got to be very much, there we are, on the ball. Do you see what I mean, at what is going on here? Okay, my delicious little babies, but I never said it to upset anybody or to depress anybody, no. But we also have to look at the realisation, there we are, before I even say it, of what is going on. Okay, my delicious little babies, and like I said, this is not nice, it is certainly not pretty. It's wicked and putrid what is going on, my delicious little babies, okay? And at the end of the day, you know, it must be stopped. It must, there we are, it must be stopped, okay? Because, anyway, I'm not going to say no more on it, my delicious little babies. I'm just not going to say anything more, okay? It's just very sad. It's just sad all round. Do you understand what I mean, okay? Not for the ones who effing pushed it, no. Not for them. Okay, I wish them well. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, there we are. I wish them well. Each and every one of them who pushed it, yes? But not for everybody else. And for our beautiful little babies, no. Okay? You know, my heart goes out to everybody. And on that note, so much love. I've got to get ready for my sewing class now, okay? So I do not know how long it's going to take from our video to, you know, to upload. I've no idea at all, but my video should not come down. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because there's others who can say things now, okay, and their videos stay up. Do you know what I mean? So mine should stay up as well, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? But please, just before I go, look at other companies. There we are, just to see when it's what are the benefits or what incentives, you know, whatever it is, and see if it says something like, you know, what I'd read. My delicious, there we are, little babies. It'd be very interesting to know. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So much love. Thank you so very much for any views. There we are, for any likes. Thank you for listening. You know, I know some days, you know, I can go off on one, you know what I mean? And then, of course, I've got other days, you know, there we are, where I'm rather calm. But it's because I'm very concerned, there we are, about mankind and there we are, what is happening and our beautiful little babies. I happen to find it extremely, there we are, important, because I happen to love mankind. Not in that way, don't mean. What I mean is, you know, we have to interact with each other. We have to talk to each other. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what we're designed to do. It's just like, you know, look at our beautiful little babies. They're designed to, you know, they see other little babies. Do you understand what I mean? And then, you know, it's like they go up, wag their tails, you know, and everything like that. Or his little pussycat, you know, they go and give each other a sniff and everything, or lie next to each other. Do you see what I mean, okay? Well, it's the same with, you know, and they need to interact with us, with mankind. Do you see what I mean? And we too, with them. Do you see? Okay? And it's the same for mankind. It's important that we communicate, that we are with each other, with one another. Do you see what I mean? It's super duper important. Okay? So we must gel together now. We've got to, as I said, muck together. Okay? So much love, peace, harmony, and bright blessings. Love you all. Goodbye.